Everyone in the world today, if you really pay attention, is doing the same thing. They're following and doing and imitating the same things, dances, whatever, challenges, thinking that they are living their life to the fullest, never really coming to an understanding of what the truth is, right? This life has so much meaning and it's so much more valuable than what we're doing right now. The last few years, I guess the last decade, has been ridiculous with content and so-called influencers. I'm tired of it. So I did this because I wanted to do this for the longest time, but I did this because I have something that I want to say, and I'm hoping that people will understand what I'm trying to prove here. The views that I want to bring up have value and have more meaning than what we're doing with life. Hey, what's up? My name is Freddie, and this is Goodbye Works, and this is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time. I actually started this in 2019, but just so many things were happening around that time, with the pandemic and personal things just happening that I lost a lot of momentum, and having my own business, it was just too much to handle. So I finally got discussed it recently. And in the last few months, I've been working on it again, and not discussed it in the sense that I hate life or whatever. I just said to myself, I'm tired of doing what I'm doing, and I want to do something with purpose, and I want to do something more valuable for other people to join and just start living life better, being better, not just living life and making money and going on vacation. I'm not talking about that kind of life. I'm talking about the quality of life with your relationships, how you treat people, how you act. That's really why I wanted to do this even back then, because I've been through a lot, and I definitely took a look at myself, and I didn't just, start, thinking I'm going to be somebody that's going to change people's lives, like an entrepreneur or whatever. I mean more of just living life, going through stuff, knowing how to go through it, and then helping someone else in their, challenging, whatever part of the life they're in, and whatever they're having problems with or dealing with. I wanted to be that kind of person that could help them. And I noticed that I can only help so many people at a time, of course. But with this and this platform, instead of being the normal influencer, which I don't understand what people are influencing, because all they're doing is dancing around, making funny content. I understand that. We all have to laugh. But it's there's a saying, there's such a paradox of choice. There's so many choices of nonsense that we're getting brainless. And, you can post all you want on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, motivational quotes that you say that you live by, but do you really live by it? That's what I'm at. I see people say stuff on Instagram, but then I know personally that they're not doing the right thing in life. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this. I have my own business, which at this point I can't stand it anymore because of, certain things in the world, technology, people becoming more cold-hearted and thinking they're more deserving or whatever, that I should just jump when they ask to or say. And it's brought me to a part of my life where I'm angry, but I'm not angry to where I'm doing ill or doing harm to anybody or being nasty to anybody. I'm angry at myself that I didn't change a long time ago. And, for the people that know me, my business is I do artwork on motorcycles, cars, murals, whatever. I've done it all. It's been 30 years. I started when I was 19. And I thought that was the road to go, you're young. Everybody's young. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we kind of look back and go, did I do the right thing? And not that I'm totally regretful of my business. It's more about I'm regretting that I stayed too long where I could have actually did a better service for people. What I did notice during the course of my business, all these years, all the ups and downs I've had, I've noticed that a lot of customers trusted me with their personal life. Not only just did I paint for them, I grew I have a lot of great friendships from my business, which is pretty cool. And it's not just surface level like friendships, like, hey, how you doing? You want to go to a car show? You want to do this? You want to hang out? It's more like when we talk on the phone, we talk for an hour or whatever, and it has meaning. And it's like if they're down, they would call me because they know they could trust me with the information I was going to give them. It wasn't like, oh, let's go get a drink. Just if you break up with your girlfriend, go find another girlfriend real quick and do something that you regret too. Like these are the things, these are the reasons why I'm doing this. Because for the longest time, I've went through a lot. Lost our mother at an early age, and she passed away in the middle of the night, and that changed the course of my life, which I'll tell that story later on in another video. But I'm just trying to give you an understanding that I lived life. I know there's a lot of people out there, especially religious people, they'll just tell you to go to a verse in the Bible and it's like, that'll solve everything. It doesn't solve everything. It's not an answer. It might be a good quote and a strong quote, but what happens when you're really living life? What happens when things go wrong? For me, it has. It has gone wrong a lot of times. And I'm just I'm tired of it, and I'm tired of the same old answers. And what I mean by that is when you post something up that you're trying to reach out to somebody on Instagram, and sometimes I do it. Sometimes I'm stupid and I fall into the trap of let me post my emotions on Facebook and Instagram, be mad for about an hour and then take it down. But I've noticed there's a lot of people like me that want to be seen. They just want to be seen by people, genuinely seen by people, not some stupid bullshit the praying hand emojis, we're praying for you. Are you really praying? Are you really praying for my problem right now? I just feel people nowadays with this social media and the technology, it's like the reality TV boom. It's everybody wants to be seen. Everybody thinks they need to have a TV show or whatever. And now it's turned into a paradox of choice. It's a big parade of everybody just telling your life all the time. I get it. You're happy. You want to show the highlight reels of your moments in life. But it's when does it stop, and is it truly living life? Are you really living life? Are you living? Is this what life is? So we do 80 years of Facebook posts, Instagram posts, making a reel, keeping up with everybody else. Am I doing enough? Am I a good entrepreneur? Am I a good husband? I know people personally that post things like they're in love and this and that, and they're cheating on their, husband or wife. How is this life? How is this normal? And this is what I want to talk about, and I want to change people's views. Even if it's a small part, it's a small percentage of people. You don't realize, this is not about religion. I am not talking about religion. And I always try to tell people, Fred, you're so religious. I'm not religious. I'm not religious at all. And I'll explain that in another video, but I'm not religious. I do believe, though, that there is a God, and that God is watching over us. And that God gives us free will. And the Bible is not a religious book. The Bible is a book for all of humanity. And it's no one's paying attention to anything because we're so consumed with thinking that we have to be entertaining ourselves on a daily basis. And it's exhausting. It's exhausting for me. I don't feel like making posts all the time to keep up or try to grab customers. It's exhausting. If you know me, you come get a paint job, whatever it is, done, right? Why do we have to keep up thinking that's living life? Thinking that's living life. I'm not taking away from if you want to do that. I'm not saying that in a mean way. Just think about what I'm saying for the sense of pulling back a little bit. Pulling back a little bit and just looking at life and going, is this normal? It's not. Girls, women dancing around half naked, children seeing that, thinking that's normal life. Women not knowing how to really be with a man not knowing how to treat a woman. This is the kind of stuff that we should be talking about, and no one is really paying attention. This is why so many people are in bad relationships. This is why people are doing wrong, because they don't know the initial laws of life that were put in here, put in place by God for us so that we could live life great. If we're paying attention, we do it. Inside of us, we already know because God put it in us already. It says that in the Bible. Like, we already know what's right and wrong, but yet we love to choose to do wrong. We love evil. There's something about evil that I can't stand, well, of course, I can't stand evil at all. But what I mean is, like, even on the smallest scale, like just talking about someone behind their back, or someone makes a post and they call their family out, and like everybody can see this. What are you doing with life? That is not how normal life is. I just know for a fact that I want to do something good for the world that benefits the world. I'm tired of seeing, like, every day, a comedian said it, I forget who it was, said, like, every time you wake up and you open up Facebook, it's like, hey, you want to see a murder? You want to see somebody fighting? Not really. I was just checking someone's birthday, but it's like it's so much garbage out there that we're watching, thinking it's entertainment, but it's actually humanity destroying itself. And we're entertained by humanity destroying itself. Are you even happy with your life that you can look at that and go, that's normal? I know people are thinking the same thing. I know a lot of people are thinking the same thing, that this is not the way life is supposed to be. And then we all, we only have about 80 years to live, and we try to rush through life and live it to your fullest because it's not, it's not guaranteed. Right. Those are all real things. But it's like, why? Why are we only living here for such a short time? And why is there so much value? You have to ask these questions. You have to ask these questions. Why is there so much value in the world? Why is family so valuable? Why are we not talking to each other over some stupid things? Like, we are bombarded with nonsense all day, and then we practice being evil to one another. Like, it's not normal. And this is what I want to talk about. And these videos, I think, will also help me because, I feel like voicing your opinion in a normal way, in a healthy way, not a political, I hate you because you like this person. I'm not even on that. I'm not even doing it. I'm not doing it. There's no politician that's going to change my mind or make me better. I'm going to be better to you because I want to and I choose to. Yes. Do I have some broken relationships? Yes. I try to do my best to fix that. But in the grand scheme of things, I want everything to be right. I want everyone to act normal. And being normal is loving each other the way we should be. And not in a sexual way. I mean, loving each other. If you look up what love is in the Bible in Corinthians, I know for sure. I had to talk about it in another video. But yes, like, if you know what real love is, it's like, it's someone that doesn't want to hurt you, backstab you, talk about you. It's not jealous of you. It's not mean. It's slow to anger, which I'm still practicing. I have a little bit of a problem with that. But I know for sure that is what God wants us to do. Not a religious thing. It's not. It's not, going to church and being there on time and memorizing verses. Because you can memorize verses all you want. But if you ain't trying to do your best to treat another human being, even if the human being that you're treating is not trying to be nice back to you, you are doing a disservice to yourself in the long run. So basically, that's why I want to do this. I really feel that this is something that people can benefit from. Just change your life. That's what I say. Like, that's what I said. Change your life. Like, if it's not going the direction you want, and I'm not talking about motivation to, like, become a business owner or do something that's going to make you millions of dollars. That doesn't change a person, okay? What I mean is change yourself. Look at yourself. That's what I did when I went through things. The past 25 years, every traumatic thing that happened to me changed me as a person. Was I always doing the right thing in the moment? No. That's where you course correct and you go, okay, that didn't work, so I'm going to go and change myself again. It's not that I was ever a bad person, like I was deliberately trying to hurt people or do something or whatever, something bad. It was that I was young, just like all of us. We all make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. It's like forgive and let go to whatever you're doing with someone else. Let's say if you have a relationship, sometimes the other person or party might not come along with your plan. I get it. That's fine. You can't beat yourself up over it, though. I've done that before, too. I'd taken a lot of bitterness over these years, and I kept either blaming myself or blaming someone else, and then I stayed stuck until I said, no, you have to change, Fred. Like, I have to change. I can't keep saying it's this and that. I have to change. And it's a good thing, because when you change, you become a better person. This is what I'm trying to say is become a better person, not a perfect person, because I'm not sitting up here saying I am perfect. That is not what I'm saying. But I am saying that I'm genuine. And when someone tells me a problem or their problems, I genuinely care. That's the difference. Genuine. Like when people say, oh, you're 100. What do you mean by that? Are you really 100? Or are you just saying it because everybody else says it? So basically, that sums it up. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be doing this every week. I'm going to try to post 1 to 2 videos a week. I'm not sure exactly what day yet. I think I'm going to have a day like Tuesday and Thursday. I think that's cool. I don't know. But I will post and let people know when it's coming out, so we can talk about things and just feel better about the end goal in life. That's really what I want. I want to feel better about the end result for humanity. It's like we're going in such a bad downward spiral, and people are just like, how long do you think we're going to sustain this? How long do you think we're all going to dance around naked and do OnlyFans and do horrible things to each other like fight and war? How long do you think we're going to sustain this? In the Bible, it says the meek shall inherit the earth. You should think about that for a little bit. Until next time.